Okay, episode 19 of Matt Eats Everything. Today I am going to be drinking two different kinds of Dung coffees. There's Kopi Luwak and Capis Coffee, which Kopi Luwak used to be the most expensive cup of coffee on the planet. But now there's one that's even more expensive, more exclusive than that, and that's called it's called Black Ivory, which is coffee that's been eaten by an elephant and then pooped out. And yep, the beans are sold, and they're now the most expensive coffee on the planet. I have here Kopi Luwak, which is Indonesian in origin. And this little guy right here is a civet, the Asian palm civet, and it is made the same way. The palm civets eat the coffee beans, or the coffee fruit, and the beans are not digested. But some of the enzymes in the stomach cause it to change, and I don't know the chemistry behind it, but you get a cup of Kopi Luwak, and I'm going to be drinking some of that right now. Smells mostly just like a cup of coffee. I'm not a coffee connoisseur, so I can't tell you all the coffee words like robust and all that, what those things mean, but it looked a lot like a blonde coffee when I poured it, but I think it's only because I got such a small amount. It was 10 grams. I only put about 100 milliliters of water in it, but I think it still might be really maybe a little weak, but I'm going to go ahead and try this. Yeah, it's really good coffee. It's got a little, I think, like a smoky flavor to it almost. It's not bitter at all. Like, there's absolutely zero coffee bitter taste to it. I don't think that's because it's weak. I think it's just because I think that's probably the process that it goes through in the stomach of the civet. I've also got the Capis Coffee. I got this when I was in Peru. This is coffee that has been eaten by the coati, this little guy over here, and goes through the same process. Enzymes change the flavor a bit, and I've got a cup of that over here. Was able to make it a little stronger because it came with more. It smells. I can smell the bitterness in it. It's got almost like a little bit of a tangy smell to it. Yeah, that I can taste that tang, and it almost tastes like it has that bitterness of coffee to it, but I think that tang kind of tricks me into thinking that it's there, because I'm not really getting that bitterness. That bitterness that I like in regular coffee. But yeah, I like both of these. I'd say I like the Kopi Luwak better, just because there's, I don't know, it's just a really nice taste to it. Yeah, it doesn't have that tang, doesn't have that bitterness, just a really nice, smooth cup of coffee. I've heard it said that it's not really different, that it's just kind of a gimmick, but I would, if it was a little cheaper, I would buy this as opposed to regular coffee. But that is episode 19, Kopi Luwak and Capis Coffee.